Hello friends, welcome back to our channel, where we learn English through stories. Today we have an inspiring story called 1 Hour a Day Can Transform Your English and Your Life. This story will show you how small daily efforts can make a big change in your English and your future. If you love learning English and want to improve every day, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon. Let's start our story together and discover the power of 1 hour a day. Chapter 1. The Power of 1 Hour. Every day we all have 24 hours. Some hours we spend sleeping, some eating, some working, and some watching TV or using our phone. But have you ever thought what just 1 hour can do for you? Imagine this. 1 hour is only a small part of your day. If you give 1 hour to learning English, it can change your whole life. 1 hour is like a seed. If you plant it daily, it grows into a big tree. Let's think about time. Many people say, "I am too busy, I have no time." But the truth is, everyone has time. We just use it in different ways. Some people spend hours scrolling on social media. Others waste time in small things. But smart people take 1 hour and use it for learning. 1 hour a day may look small, but in 1 week it becomes 7 hours. In 1 month it is 30 hours. In 1 year it is 365 hours. Imagine yourself studying English for 365 hours. Do you think your English will stay the same? No. It will grow just like a child grows day by day. At first, the change is small. You may only learn 5 new words. You may only read 1 story. But slowly your English brain becomes stronger. You will understand more. You will speak with more confidence. You will start to think in English. Think about this. A runner does not become fast in 1 day. He runs a little every day. A musician does not play perfectly on the first day. He practices daily. In the same way, English is not magic. It is practice. 1 hour daily is like exercise for your mind. And here is the secret. Consistency is more powerful than speed. Learning for 1 hour every day is better than learning for 5 hours only once a month. The brain loves routine. When you give your brain 1 hour daily, it remembers, connects, and grows. So the question is not, do I have time? The question is, do I want to give 1 hour for my future? 1 hour can bring you a new job. 1 hour can help you travel with confidence. 1 hour can give you friends from around the world. 1 hour can change the way you see life. It all begins with a choice, a small choice. A simple choice, but a choice that can shape your tomorrow. Chapter 2. A Student Named Amina. Amina was a young girl. She lived in a small town. Her dream was big, but her English was small. Every day she went to school. She studied math, science, and history. But when the English teacher asked her a question, she felt afraid. Her heart beat fast. She looked down at her book. She whispered in her own language, "I cannot do this." At home, Amina's family spoke only their mother tongue. Her parents worked hard, but they never learned English. For them, English was something far away, something for rich people. But Amina thought differently. She wanted to learn. She wanted to travel. She wanted to study in another country. One evening she sat near the window and looked at the sky. She said to herself, "I will change my life. I will give 1 hour every day to English." The next morning Amina started small. She opened a simple English book. She read a story about a cat and a dog. At first she did not understand many words. She felt tired. She wanted to stop. But she remembered her dream. She whispered again, 1 hour every day. So she read for 1 hour. The next day she listened to an English song. The day after that she watched a short English video. Every day, 1 hour. Slowly her fear became smaller. At first she could only say simple sentences. My name is Amina. I like apples. But after weeks she said, my name is Amina, and I want to be a teacher. I study every day. Her words grew like a small plant. The more she watered it with 1 hour daily, the stronger it became. Her friends laughed sometimes. They said, why do you waste your time? 1 hour will not change anything. But Amina smiled. She knew a secret. 1 hour was not waste. It was an investment. She started keeping a small notebook. In it, she wrote 5 new words each day. She carried the notebook to school, to the market, and even to bed. Those words became her little treasures. She repeated them, used them, and remembered them. After 3 months, her teacher noticed. Amina, the teacher said, your English is better. You speak with more confidence now. Amina felt proud. She did not stop. She said to herself, this is only the beginning. If I continue 1 hour daily, I will not only speak English, I will live in English. Her journey had just started, but her life was already changing. Chapter 3. The struggle is real. Learning is never easy. For Amina, the first weeks felt exciting. But soon she discovered the truth. Learning English every day was not simple. Some mornings she woke up tired. She wanted to sleep more. Other days she came home from school with heavy books and a heavy mind. She thought, maybe today I can skip my 1 hour. But deep inside she knew that skipping one day could break her habit. She whispered to herself, no, I must continue. 1 hour is my promise. Still the struggle was real. She did not always understand the videos she watched. Sometimes the speakers talked too fast. She paused the video again and again. She felt frustrated. She thought, I am too slow. Maybe English is not for me. Her friends were not helping either. They said things like, you waste time. English will never change your life. Their words cut her heart. She felt small. One evening she sat at her desk looking at her notebook. The page was full of new words, but her head was tired. She wanted to cry. She thought about throwing the notebook away. But then she remembered something her teacher once said. Every language learner feels this pain. It is normal. The pain means you are growing. Amina closed her eyes and took a deep breath. She told herself, struggle is part of the journey. If I feel struggle, it means I am learning. She changed her plan. Instead of forcing herself to understand everything, she focused on small goals. One day she practiced only listening. Another day, only reading. Another day, only speaking in front of the mirror. Slowly she began to enjoy it again. She realized that mistakes were not enemies. They were teachers. Every wrong word showed her the right word. Every difficult sentence pushed her brain to work harder. The struggle was still there. Some days were heavy. Some days she felt weak. But she also felt stronger, because she was learning to fight her own mind. And here is the truth. English did not defeat her. Her struggle became her teacher. By the end of the month, Amina looked at her notebook. It had many pages filled with new words and sentences. She smiled and whispered, yes, it is hard, but I am harder. I will not stop. Her journey was not easy, but she was slowly becoming the kind of person who does not give up. Chapter 4. Small steps, big changes. Amina now understood something important. Change does not come in one day. Change comes step by step. Every morning she reminded herself, 1 hour, just 1 hour. Sometimes she read. Sometimes she listened. Sometimes she practiced speaking. Each day was small, but each day was progress. At first she thought small steps were weak, but soon she saw the truth. Small steps, when taken every day, make big changes. One day she met her cousin Sarah. Sarah said, "Amina, your English sounds different. You speak more clearly now." Amina felt shy but also proud. She realized that even if she did not see change in the mirror every day, other people could see it. She started enjoying her 1 hour more. She read children's books in English. She laughed at funny stories. She listened to English songs while cooking. She even tried writing her diary in English. At first, the sentences were short. Today I am happy. But later they grew. Today I studied hard, and I learned 5 new words. I feel proud of myself. Each small action became a brick. Day by day, Amina was building a house of English inside her mind. The big change came slowly. She began to understand simple conversations in English movies. She started using English words without fear. At the market, when a tourist asked for directions, Amina spoke in English with a smile. The tourist thanked her. That moment gave her confidence. She realized, my small steps are working. My life is moving. Her teacher noticed too. In class, when Amina answered in English, her sentences were longer and clearer. The teacher said, "Very good, Amina. You are improving." This made her even stronger. She understood that success is not one big jump. Success is many small jumps. Success is showing up every day, even when you feel tired. Success is believing in the power of 1 hour. The girl who once feared English was now walking with English in her heart. She still had a long way to go, but she knew something. She was no longer standing still. Her small steps were turning into big changes. Chapter 5. The Magic of Listening and Reading. One day, Amina asked herself, what is the best way to learn English? She thought about grammar rules, long word lists, and hard exercises. But then, she discovered something simple. Listening and reading were her magic keys. At first, she listened to easy English. She played children's stories on her phone. The voices were slow. The words were clear. She did not understand every word, but she understood the story. That gave her hope. Listening became part of her day. While she cleaned her room, she listened. While she walked to school, she listened. Even when she cooked, she let the English voices play in the background. Slowly, the sounds of English became familiar. Reading helped her too. She started with short stories, the kind written for children. The sentences were small and easy, but they made her happy. She felt, yes, I can read in English. After some weeks, she moved to longer stories. She kept a dictionary beside her, but she did not stop for every word. She tried to guess from the story. This skill made her faster and more confident. Listening and reading worked together. When she listened to a story, she also read the text. The sound of the words entered her ears, and the shape of the words entered her eyes. Her brain made strong connections. One evening she listened to the same English story many times. At first it was hard. By the third time it was easier. By the fifth time she could repeat many sentences without looking. She realized, this is working. Repetition is my friend. Amina also found that listening improved her speaking. The more she heard natural English, the more natural she sounded when she spoke. Her pronunciation became better. Her rhythm became smoother. She no longer sounded afraid. She sounded alive. Reading gave her new words and ideas. Listening gave her the music of English. Together they made her stronger every day. Her friends asked, "How do you improve so fast?" She smiled and said, "I listen, I read, every single day." The magic was not in special books or expensive teachers. The magic was in her daily habit. 1 hour of listening and reading built a new world inside her. A world of English, ready to open doors for her future. Chapter 6. Speaking with Confidence. Listening and reading had helped Amina a lot. She understood more English now, but there was one problem: speaking. At first, speaking was scary. She thought, "What if I make mistakes? What if people laugh?" Her heart beat fast whenever she tried to speak in English. One day her teacher gave her a small task. She had to introduce herself in front of the class. Amina felt nervous. She wanted to hide. She thought about running away. But she remembered her promise. 1 hour a day. She whispered, "I can do this. I have practiced. I will try." When it was her turn, she took a deep breath. "Hello, my name is Amina. I like reading stories. I want to learn English every day," she said slowly. The class smiled. No one laughed. Her teacher nodded proudly. Amina felt a small joy inside. "I did it. I spoke in English," she thought. From that day, Amina decided to speak more. She started practicing in front of a mirror. She repeated sentences from stories. She read dialogues aloud. She even talked to her cat in English. It sounded funny, but it helped. Her next step was talking to friends. She asked a friend to help. They spoke one sentence at a time. Sometimes it was hard. Sometimes they laughed at mistakes. But slowly her words became smoother. She learned a secret. Confidence grows with practice. The more she spoke, the less afraid she became. She realized that mistakes were normal. Mistakes were proof that she was trying. After a few months, Amina could speak in full sentences. She could ask questions, share ideas, and tell short stories. People started listening to her. They understood her. And that gave her more courage. One day, a tourist came to her town. Amina helped the tourist find a street. They spoke in English. The tourist said, "Thank you. You speak very well." Amina smiled. She felt proud. 1 hour a day had given her confidence. Amina realized something important. Speaking English was not just about words. It was about believing in yourself. 1 hour every day built that belief, step by step. She knew she still had much to learn, but she also knew this: fear could not stop her. Mistakes could not stop her. Only action could move her forward. And she was ready to take that action every single day. Chapter 7. English and Opportunities. Amina had been learning English for many months. She read, listened, and spoke every day. Slowly her life began to change. But she was about to discover something amazing. English can open doors to new opportunities. One day, her teacher announced a special program. Students could apply to attend an international online class. Only students with good English could join. Amina's heart beat fast. She wanted to try, but she felt nervous. "What if I am not ready?" she thought. Then she remembered her daily habit. 1 hour every day. All her small steps. All her practice. She whispered, I can do this. I am ready. Amina applied. She prepared carefully. She wrote an introduction. She practiced speaking. She read her notes again and again. Finally, the day of the interview came. At first, she felt nervous, but then she spoke with confidence. She answered questions. She shared her ideas. The interviewers smiled. Amina felt proud. Later, she received an email. Congratulations, you are selected. Her daily 1 hour had given her this opportunity. She realized that English was not just a subject in school. It was a key to the world. From that day, Amina started seeing more opportunities. She could read international books. She could watch English news. She could communicate with people from other countries. She even started thinking about studying abroad one day. Her parents noticed the change too. They were surprised. They said, "Amina, you speak so well now. You have grown so much." Amina smiled. She knew that her efforts were working. She also learned an important lesson. Opportunities come to those who are ready. And being ready means preparing every day. 1 hour of learning English every day was her preparation for a brighter future. Amina now believed in her own potential. She understood that small steps taken consistently lead to big opportunities. She had started with 1 hour a day, and now her world was opening wider and wider. The girl who once feared English was now dreaming big. She wanted to study, travel, meet new people, and make a difference. And she knew the journey was still long, but 1 hour every day would take her there. Chapter 8. Amina's Turning Point. Amina had been learning English for almost a year. She practiced 1 hour every day. She read stories, listened to songs, spoke with friends, and kept a diary. Her English was growing, and her confidence was growing too. But one day, something special happened. Amina's school announced a storytelling competition. The topic was, "How English Changed My Life." At first, Amina felt nervous. She thought, "I have never spoken in front of so many people. What if I make mistakes?" Her heart beat fast. She wanted to stay home, but then she remembered all her hard work. She remembered her 1 hour every day. She whispered to herself, "I can do this. I am ready." Amina started preparing. She wrote her story in simple English first. 1 hour a day can change your life. I know it because I learned English this way. At first, I was afraid. I could not speak. But I kept learning every day. Now I can read, listen, and speak English. My life is changing. She practiced many times. At first her sentences were short, but with each practice her sentences grew longer. She added details about her struggle, her small steps, and the opportunities English had given her. The day of the competition came. Amina stood on the stage. She felt nervous, but she took a deep breath and started speaking. She told her story clearly. She shared her fear, her mistakes, her small daily steps, and her growing confidence. The audience listened. They smiled. They nodded. Amina spoke with courage. When she finished, the room erupted in applause. Her teacher said proudly, "Amina, this is your turning point. You have grown so much." Amina realized something powerful. Turning points do not come suddenly. They come after small, consistent actions. Her turning point was the result of 1 hour every day. After the competition, Amina's life changed even more. She gained more confidence. She joined more programs. She spoke with foreigners online. She wrote longer stories in English. She started to dream bigger dreams. Amina understood that the turning point was not the applause. The turning point was the moment she believed in herself. That belief had been growing silently, 1 hour at a time, until it became strong enough to shine. Her journey was far from over, but she now knew the truth. Small steps, taken consistently, lead to life-changing moments. Chapter 9. From Struggle to Success. Amina had worked hard for more than a year. She had faced fear, mistakes, and tired days. She had struggled, but she never stopped. Every day she spent 1 hour learning English. Her efforts were paying off. She could now read stories without stopping. She could listen to songs and understand most words. She could speak in front of a small group without fear. She could even write letters and small essays in English. But the real success came when new opportunities appeared. One day, a local organization offered a scholarship for students who spoke good English. Amina applied. She sent her essay and her story of learning English. She practiced for the interview. She knew that this could change her life. The day of the interview arrived. Amina spoke with confidence. She shared her struggles, her small steps, her turning point, and her dreams. She spoke from the heart. She explained how 1 hour every day changed her life. A week later, she received a letter. "Congratulations! You have won the scholarship." Amina was overjoyed. Her struggle had transformed into success. The girl who once whispered, "I cannot speak English," was now a student with a scholarship. She could study more, meet new people, and explore new opportunities. She understood an important lesson. Success does not come immediately. Success comes after consistent effort. Success comes after facing fear, making mistakes, and never giving up. 1 hour every day may seem small, but over time it leads to amazing results. Her friends started noticing her change. They asked, "How did you do it?" Amina smiled and said, "1 hour every day, small steps, consistent effort." Now Amina was not just learning English. She was living it. She could talk to tourists, write stories, and share ideas with people around the world. Her struggle had become her strength. Her small steps had led to big achievements. Amina realized another truth. Success is not just about learning. Success is about believing in yourself, taking action, and never stopping. 1 hour every day had given her that belief, that courage, and that path to success. She knew she had more to learn, but she also knew this. The girl who once feared English had grown into a confident young woman ready to face the world. Chapter 10. Your 1 hour starts today. Amina's journey had been long. She started with fear. She struggled. She made mistakes. But she never gave up. Every day, she spent 1 hour learning English. Now she could read, listen, speak, and write. She had grown confident. She had opportunities. She had success. All because of 1 hour every day. But Amina knew something important. Her story was not special. Anyone could do the same. Anyone could start today. She thought about all the people who said, "I don't have time," or "I am too weak," or "I cannot learn English." She knew the truth. These were just excuses. 1 hour is enough to start. 1 hour every day is small. It does not take much. But if you use it wisely, it becomes powerful. 1 hour to read, 1 hour to listen, 1 hour to speak, 1 hour to change your life. Amina wanted to share a secret. Do not wait for tomorrow. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Start today. Start small. Start with 1 hour. 1 hour every day is all you need to grow, to succeed, to change your life. She imagined herself helping others. She could teach her friends, her family, and even her community. She could inspire them to take small steps every day. She realized that 1 hour was not just for learning. 1 hour was for creating a better future. Amina smiled. She remembered her first day, how afraid she was, how she wanted to give up. Now she knew the power was inside her all along. 1 hour had unlocked it. And now it was your turn. Yes, you. 1 hour today, 1 hour tomorrow, 1 hour every day. That small habit will grow. That small effort will become your strength. That small choice will change your life. Start now. Do not wait. 1 hour is waiting for you. 1 hour can grow your mind, your confidence, and your world. Just like Amina, you can transform your English. You can transform your life. Remember, big changes begin with small steps. 1 hour is enough. Your journey starts today.